Sorry, I hate my hair today. I didn't backcomb it very much and I feel like it's just really flat and like lifeless, so I'm sorry if I keep touching it throughout this video. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all doing really well. For this week's video, I decided to do the YouTube show and tell tag video that Zoella actually created, and she put this on her channel back in November last year, so a couple of months ago now, and when I watched it I wanted to do the video. However, I already had lots of other ideas of videos, so I'm only just now getting around to filming it. She basically said that she's created this tag because she thought they were really good questions to ask YouTubers, and to also kind of for people to get to know the YouTubers that they're watching, and to kind of see why people do YouTube and what their best and worst parts of it have been. So we may as well get started straight away. I am going to leave all of the questions down in the description bar below, and there will also be other things that I'll leave down below that I'll say when I get to them at the time. So let's get to it. The first question is, why and when did you start YouTube? So my first video that's on this channel now is from August 2016, so a year and a half ago now. Prior to that I had actually filmed like 3 videos. I think they were like makeup tutorials, and one of them was like a 50 facts about me, but I used them on a camera that my mum's boyfriend had lent me, and it wasn't very good. It didn't have a flip up screen and I couldn't really tell if I was in the right position. I had to use a mirror, and also I had no lights or anything, and I think I uploaded one of them and it got 8 views. And then, oh that's it, I was using an old laptop, and I was editing on Windows Movie Maker, and it kept being a bit weird when I was editing it. So I'd edit a video and all looked great, and then I'd save it as a movie, and when I did, all of my cuts in my video would be at different times, and I couldn't work out how to fix it, and then my laptop was just really old anyway, was getting slower and slower. This was probably in about like Easter 2016, and in the end I had to say goodbye to that laptop, and I thought, you know what, give up for now. And then in the summer I decided to get myself a MacBook, and I decided to pay monthly for it. So yes, I am still paying for it now. I pay £50 a month. So I have my MacBook Pro, and also conveniently one of my neighbours had this camera up for sale. This is a Sony camera. I can't remember what exactly it's called, but she had it on sale for £150, and I thought, you know what, I want to actually do YouTube, so I bought it, and it's got a flip up screen so I can see myself, hello, and yeah, that was a very long story, but that's how I started YouTube. And the reason why is just because I have been watching YouTube for not actually that long. I've probably been watching since 2014, so a good 3.5 years now, because I remember I started watching like as I graduated, and I just loved it and I wanted to join in. Also, I started getting more into makeup. I started learning more about stuff, makeup, lifestyle, beauty, and getting more interested in it through the videos I was watching, and I wanted to be able to talk to people about makeup, beauty, my life, and I wanted to meet people who felt the same way, and you know, start talking to people who had similar interests to me and stuff like that. So that's why I started YouTube. The next question kind of goes on from that question. So it's, what was the reason you started your channel, and how does it compare to why you make videos today? So as I said, it was so I could start meeting people who are similar to me and had the same interests as me, and we could have this, you know, two-way conversation about lots of things, because my friends weren't really that into makeup, only like one. And basically that's still why I make them today. I have, since starting my channel, I have been in contact with so many other like small YouTubers, people who make these videos, and even just people who don't make videos but have commented on my videos. I don't get many comments, but when I do, I love hearing people's opinions about things. I love people saying, oh my gosh, yes, I love that product too. I love when people say, oh, I didn't really like that, it didn't really work for me, but I use this instead, and I'm like, oh, what's that? I need to know. And I really like it. I feel like YouTube is like my happy place. YouTube is where I choose to watch videos from people who think like me, and the things that make me happy are the things that make those people happy, and you already have that bond because you both are into the same things. And that's why I'm still making YouTubes. I want to be showing those people what I've got, what my thoughts are, what my opinions are, and I can see what they do and I comment on their videos, etc, etc. I just feel like it's helped me to feel more included. It's gained my confidence, like my confidence has improved. I just feel like since making videos, it's made me feel like more accepted. I feel like I'm more of a community of people who are very similar to me, and that's why I want to keep making videos. Next is, what's the first video you ever uploaded? And it says to show us a clip. So the first video that I have on my channel now isn't one of those first like 3 videos that I made before, because I deleted all of them and gave up. From this time making YouTube videos, my first one was when we went to Legoland for my little sister's 6th birthday. I thought that would be a really good time to get into YouTube and get into the whole like filming thing, because I wasn't talking to the camera. I didn't say one word in this whole video. It's just clips of what we got up to, like, it's all to music. And also it kind of introduced my family to the idea that I had a camera now and I was using it, and I thought it would be nice. So it says show us a clip, so I'll show you a clip. I don't have any of this cool software, you know, you can like grab bits of people's videos and stuff and then they're on your own computer and I can put them on the screen. I don't know how to do any of that, so I'm just going to show you on my laptop. I'll try not to get the light in. It's all to music, but this bit is when my little sister's on a ride, and I just think she's so cute. Let me turn the volume up. So yes, that's basically the whole kind of vibe of the video. Me just filming bits of the day and mostly just filming my sister, and I put it all to music. I mean, a lot of it's a bit shaky, a lot of it's not in the best quality, but I thought it was really, really cool at the time. So yeah, there's a little clip of my first video. I will leave a little link down below to my first ever video if you want to watch it, and also I will leave links to anybody who I mention who is a YouTuber, and they will all be listed down below as well. Who was the first person you subscribed to? So before I really got into YouTube in 2014, maybe when I was in like college, I remember googling like how to contour, because that came up a lot and that became like really fashionable with Kim Kardashian West, obviously. And also I think I googled like basic everyday makeup just because I wanted to get some ideas of what to buy, and I wanted to see if there was anyone else out there who had rated like makeup for oily skin and stuff like that. And I actually found Lauren Curtis and Shan XO, and I watched maybe like a couple of each of their videos, but I didn't really realise that there was this whole like living on YouTube, and that people could make all these videos and like about their lives, and people made like weekly videos. I had no idea. I watched like a couple of those videos. I didn't have an account or anything, so I didn't subscribe to them, but they were the first people I watched. The first person I actually subscribed to was in 2014 when I started looking at YouTube videos again. Tanya Burr. I found her before I found Zoella, and I watched some of her videos, and I ended up watching, I found vlogs. I had never heard of like vlogs and vlogging your day and what you've been up to, so I started watching all of her vlogs and I literally just fell in love with it, and then through her I found Zoe and obviously all of that gang. So Tanya Burr was actually the first person I really subscribed to. Who's the most recent channel you've subscribed to? So I actually know this off the top of my head because it happened yesterday. I looked on my kind of YouTube recommendations page and found one of Naomi Smart's videos, and it was her moving vlog, and I thought, I like her, I haven't seen any of her videos in a while, I'll watch it, and I loved it. And then I realised I hadn't subscribed to her and I thought, that's a bit weird, so I subscribed to her. So Naomi Smart is the most recent person I've subscribed to. What's the least favourite video you've ever uploaded? I have to say I don't really dislike any of the videos I've uploaded. Some of my first ones I haven't really watched back because I'm a bit worried I might be a bit embarrassed because I didn't really know much about lighting and stuff. But I would say I filmed a few videos with an ex-boyfriend of mine and I've made them private, so I would probably say those ones. So I was with him still on Christmas Day 2016 and I actually filmed that whole day, and then I edited it after we had split up, which was only a few days after, and I kept a little bit of him in the video just because there was a cute clip of him with my sister, and I thought it was no big deal really, but now when I watch back that video, because it's Christmas, I mean my birthday's on Christmas Day, it's when I had all my family around me, and I see a little bit of him and it's just a bit like, oh, I wish I hadn't kept him in there, I wish I had just made the video about me and my family, but never mind. So because of that, I'd probably say that's the least favourite video on my channel now. But I love that I did film Christmas and I still had a really lovely Christmas day. What's your most popular video and why do you think that is? So my most popular video is one of the advent calendars that I unboxed last year. It was the Body Shop Ultimate Advent Calendar, so it was their biggest one that they do and the most expensive one. That video has over 24,000 views and that is insane. I have about 355 subscribers. I probably get an average of like 100 views on each video. How did this video get 24,000? I think it's because it's an advent calendar and I uploaded it around Christmas time, or basically as soon as I bought the calendar. Also, people had done Body Shop unboxings, but from the ones that I saw were only of like the smaller calendars, and I think maybe I was one of the first people to unbox the bigger one. So that's why I think that's got so many views, because if someone else had done it, mine wouldn't have got many views, but I was just lucky in that sense. So yeah, I can't believe it. It is, I love unboxing. I love watching advent calendar unboxings anyway, so I'm very, very glad that I did that. How many videos do you have privated or unlisted? So I've actually counted through and I have 5 videos that I have privated, and they are all collaborations with my ex-boyfriend. So when we split up, I privated them. I decided not to delete them just because they're still videos. I don't know, I didn't want to fully delete them, but they are on private, and obviously I did that because they split up. The next question is to show 10 seconds of your least favourite private video. And I'm not going to do that only because all of my private videos have an ex-boyfriend in and I don't want to show his face and I don't want people to hear his voice or anything like that. What I will say is my least favourite one that we did was how well do we know each other, and we used cream and we splattered it in each other's faces when you got a question wrong. Kind of like what Zoe and Alfie did. However, we didn't want to film it because it was the second video we'd filmed that day, and he said he was tired and he didn't want to film it, even though he promised me that we would film both of them. In the video he's pulling faces, he really doesn't want to be there, and when I put cream on his face he got very, very cross with me and said that it couldn't go anywhere near like his eyes and nose, that kind of area, so I could only really put it on his cheek or around his mouth. And I had to cut out a huge chunk of the video because he got super stroppy with me. As soon as I did that, he got really, really stroppy with me, and I didn't really want to carry on filming it, but we were already there, and yeah. You can imagine, like, imagine filming with someone who's really, really moody with you. Of course that's going to be one of my worst videos that I filmed, so yeah. Which YouTuber would you choose above all the rest in your subscription box at the moment? So someone who I'm really, really enjoying watching at the moment is Louise Pentland. She's just had a baby. She's just had her second baby, a beautiful baby girl named Pearl. Louise has also, in the last, like, I think 2 years, rejuvenated her whole channel, so it's not just a sprinkle of glitter anymore. It's more about being a 30-something mum, and she swears and she's honest and she cries and she talks about real life like a real person, and I really, really like her videos. I find that because she's just had a baby, I want to watch all her videos about her and her baby. I am loving her vlogs. I love finding how she's finding being a new mother again, and at the moment she's posting a lot on Instagram, so I feel like more connected to her. I see her on Instagram often, I see her videos often, and I feel like she's one of my favourites at the moment. Who would be your dream collaboration? For me, that is so easy. Rihanna or Britney Spears, but Rihanna, because I love Rihanna and Britney. I have loved them for such a long time, and also Rihanna's come out with Fenty Beauty now, so it just seems perfect. I love her so, so much. I feel like she's so cool, down to earth, and just so laid back. I would love to film with her, so yes. And also with Britney, I would just love to film like a fake music video. And I would love to feel like I was Britney Spears, because that's all I wanted when I was younger. What was the hardest video for you to film? So, hardest to film, I would probably say my first few videos, I didn't know what I was doing with the lighting, and I found this camera very hard because you'd think the lighting looked a certain way until you press record, and then it would go darker, so I had to like press record and then adjust my lighting, and just working out where to film and how to film and what time of day, and I've learnt now to kind of draw my curtains but put one box on, one soft box. So I would say my hardest ones were just kind of getting used to YouTube, getting used to the logistics of it. Is logistics the right word? Getting used to like where to put, how close to put my light, how close to put my camera, what should my background look like, etc, etc, etc. So that's kind of been the hardest bit of videos to film. If all your videos but one were deleted, which one would you keep? Instantly I think about a vlog. I've probably only done like 2 in total, 3 if you count Legoland. I did one with my sister when I took her to the cinema, and I really liked that. I thought it was really sweet. I also did a vlog of when we went to Centre Parks for the week. I would probably pick the Centre Parks one just because I love Centre Parks. Me and my family have probably been there for the last 3-4 years, can't remember, and I get up to a lot more in that video. It's like 5 days long, and it's nice to look back and see what activities I've done. Even if I didn't film them, I still like spoke about them. So yeah, I'd probably pick that one. What is the best thing to come out of making a YouTube account? That's a really lovely question. I would say making friends with people who, again, share the same sort of interests as me. Yeah, and people just writing nice comments and people being nice to me about my videos and people just accepted me straight away. Like, I'd make a video and people would just, just be so accepting and be so complimentary and just be so nice to me and talk about things that I want to talk about. Like, I love it. Yeah, the best thing has definitely been for me to feel way more included, and that I just feel like I have such a love for everyone who I know who makes videos and who watches them and who comments on them. Like, it's lovely. And when you see someone who comments quite often on your videos and you see them pop up again and you know who they are because of their name, I love that. What one piece of advice would you give other YouTubers? I don't really think I could give the best advice ever, because, you know, my advice isn't going to be about how to be successful or something, because that's not me. My advice would definitely be to not be nervous. I was so nervous before filming videos. I was so nervous in my first few videos about what people would think. My real life friends and people I worked with and stuff like that, I thought, oh my gosh, what if they find one of my videos? How would they react? And in the end, I actually posted my first few videos on my personal Facebook, and I was just like, watch it. And some people who I was nervous about then commented and said it was really nice. And then I realised, you know what, why be nervous about it? I'm doing something that I want to do. I'm doing something fun, something that I enjoy. It's not harming anyone, so just do it. And more than likely, if you come across like you've got so much confidence about it and stuff, people are going to accept it. So I would definitely say don't be nervous and have fun and be confident, because filming videos when you're not very confident is just a bit like, oh, hi. And I'm sure if I watch back some of my first few videos, I was exactly like that. I mean, my first video in Legoland, I didn't even speak. So yeah, I think for a little bit I turned the camera on myself when I was wearing a poncho, but that made me so nervous anyway to be filming myself in front of people. But, you know, just be confident and have fun. And the last question is, who are your current favourite YouTubers? So I am going to list them all down below, and I just want to kind of tell you why these people are my current favourites at the moment. So at the top, obviously, I have Louise Pentland, who I've already spoken about. I'll leave her down below. Another person is Emma, who is called Brummy Mummy of Two. She is a mum from Birmingham, and she loves mugs. I love mugs. She loves Disney. I love Disney. She, you know, for someone who's a mum of two, she is actually really cool, and also doesn't give a crap about what people think. Or at least she comes across like that. I love her and I find her so funny, and she randomly bursts into song in her videos. I really like her. There's also a channel called Willow Biggs, and I know her real name isn't Willow, I think it's Belinda. She does a lot of monthly subscription box unboxings. She loves Lush, so she does lots of hauls. And what I really like about her is she doesn't sit like me. She doesn't have a light here, and, you know, she sat up in a chair with like a perfect background. Well, I'll try and make it perfect. She just films sat on her bed, sat next to her bed. She will film even if the lighting isn't that great. She just wants to make videos. There is just, yeah, something so reassuring about her and comforting about her. I can just put her on my iPad. She tries lots of new makeup and she loves using bold colours. I just really like her, and she just seems like such a sweet lady. I have fallen back in love with Becca Rose. So I used to watch her a few years ago when she made a couple of videos with Just Jobs, and I found her and I really liked her, and then I lost her, and then at Vlogmas I found her again, and I love her. She just comes across so sweet, so polite, so innocent and lovely, and just so happy. She comes across so happy about everything, and I love it. So I really like Becca Rose. I've been really liking Graveyard Girl, Bunny, just because I didn't even know who she was, to be honest, and I heard people mention Graveyard Girl and I didn't know who it was. And then she started doing eBay mystery unboxing and 90s boxes and Nickelodeon boxes, and I just found so many things that she opens on camera and I just fell in love. Her decor in her filming room is just insane, and she's got dolls everywhere and it's just so extravagant. She is so extravagant. I really like her. So that is the end of the YouTube show and tell tag from Zoella. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I feel like maybe I got a little personal there talking about my ex and stuff, but at the same time I'm not gonna lie about an answer, and this video is for you to get to know me a bit better, so yeah. Hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, please give it a like and subscribe, and I will see you next Sunday. Bye.